Welcome to Here There Be Monsters for another session, episode 8 of Rin Chronicles. Gathered with Vince, Spio, and Barboy, and we're gonna jump back in to where we left off. The group got done taking down a little camp of goblins. Whether, the brute force was required or not, that was the method of choice. They conquered it and camped out for the night. One of the party members, Jimmy, was injured pretty severely, who still remains unconscious. They decided to continue to follow the path left from the creatures that kidnapped most of the people from Barther's farm. After a couple hours of travel, they found themselves near the edge of the mountain range, northwest of Capstone. They stumbled into catacomb burial grounds, crop out of the mountains. They were able to dispatch a cultist that, as they entered the kind of mausoleum front, and they found what looks to be like a magic circle made of bones and blood and some magic crystals. Shel actually saw a vision of a spirit near one of the corpse's bodies vanishing from the area, kind of left wondering what's next here. What's untold? They have little to no information on the magic circle, little to no information on the crystals or why they're being used for this magic circle. They've spotted another door. What lies beneath? The day is the 4th day of late spring, 561, overcast and windy, about to noon. So next up will be the prayer to Bana.
From cult to church, the truth was spread, and the heretics were filled with dread. They lied, they stole, the peace we had no longer whole. They sought to kill and undermine, but truth was found before the time, and we banished them, all but a few, then built ourselves a kingdom new, no longer marked by war and sin. Bana did give his grace to men. No gods nor fiends, not great nor small, can penetrate his peaceful wall. From mountains to the ocean's blue, this peace will last us long and true.
I think Heian was the last one to fumble with the bag. Barther pocketed the crystals, if I remember correctly, and Shel just witnessed the spirit leave before we close the session.
Looks like we got some friends here.
See.
I think the elf fell asleep on the house, on the archway again. Or is meditating because they are too perfect to sleep.
We can always put him
Heian looks
with
back
old
down
Jimmy.
at you. I heard that. Someone's got to watch our backs.
Agree with that.
Are you still fumbling around with the bag back there?
I think we should just take the bag with us. If Jimmy recovers, he'll probably get it open very easily.
Oh no. If it's that much trouble to open, it might be a demon bag.
Hey, could I, I'm gonna need to slay this demon bag. Could I, have that? I'm gonna use my knife. Don't know why I didn't think of using this before. This is how I opened my bags of potatoes back on the farm. But, yeah, this'll work. I kinda grab, like, the tippy top pack. If it's like the backpack on the map, then I'm gonna presume that it, like, folds over so you can get the stuff inside. I'm gonna start, like, cutting at the, like the buckles, or the belt, like the belt buckles, I think. That's what they're held up by back then. I start, like, gently cutting at them. Do I need to make a roll for that?
I think that'd be a sleight of hand. See how good you are at using a blade, without cutting through the bag and the content inside. So,
Why do I have a -1 on my dex? No, I don't. This is +1.
Did you write something down because you're exhausted right now? No, actually, that was the previous day, wasn't it?
Yeah. I rolled an 11. Do I slay the demon pack?
lucky for you, my DC. This is the funny part. The DC to get into the bag this whole time was a DC 10. So, that's what makes, and to me, that was what made it so much funnier as a DM. You guys couldn't get this thing open, but you cut the buckles to the bag, and you're able to pop the, fold the top over and undo the drawstring to the top and see the contents inside.
Careful. There might be any sort of dark magics.
Exactly.
I kind of, like, stick my head into it, or, like, my hand into it, and go, and I start feeling through it, and I start pulling things out of the backpack. We got one of those, one of them. This random sigil.
It's like a black robe, another black robe, like a mask, all this kind of like black cloth with, red accents. As you pull it out, it looks almost identical to the robe of the cultist that you guys slain. Couple rations, smell fine. And as you're fiddling through, there's a couple forks, spoon, and you pull out a piece of parchment that is folded ever so neatly.
Oh. I've looked at books before and tell me they don't appeal to me. However, I have no lady that can read. Can I untie the parchment and just kind of show it to Shel?
Yes.
Does it appear to be in a language that I can read?
It looks like a map.
Ah, it says no weapons allowed.
Damn it.
She's pulling your leg.
Although it also appears to be a geographic location. Does it seem recognizable?
Yeah, it looks like a map of Rin. And
All of Rin? Whole kingdom?
Yes, it's like a country map. Yeah.
Well, this appears to be a map of Rin. Look here, Barther. I think we're right about here.
This is valuable information. If this cultist had a map of the kingdom, there might be more of these sites hidden away.
Are you both like getting closer to Barther now that he's holding it open? Just double checking like your proximity because you guys were kind of.
Wait, can I read a map
separated.
but not read the words on a map?
Yeah, I think you would be able to comprehend pictures. I think.
I kind of
I don't
turn
think
it
that
around.
is
I didn't look at
literacy.
it before I opened it. I kind of just turned it around to Shel, thinking it was just like a note or something. I turn it around to double check if it's like written in a language I don't understand. It's just a map. And it's like, oh, it's a map of Rin, right?
Appears so.
Now, navigating
Neat.
a map would be another story. That might be something we have to
Neat.
see if you know.
Papa said I live somewhere, and I just point to the general area around Capstone where the farmstead is. There, by word I can't read, but it's got the tower. The tower's over there, and the little lake thingy's there. So I think that's Capstone. I scratch my chin.
Shel, would you be able to make a sketch of the circle that we found?
On the map?
But like, what if the sketch is evil, and it like sketching the rune is enough to just release whatever that is.
But at the very
I'm not
least,
a magic man.
put it in your memory.
Barther, as you look back at the map, and you see where you're pointing your finger at currently, it is somewhat in the vicinity of Capstone, but you also, a few inches or so above your finger, you see a mark in the mountain range of like an X with a circle. And
Someone did not like this mountain.
And northwest of that, on the other side of the mountain range, there's another circle with an X.
Thorfinn, did you make a mine through this mountain? It's like dwarves hate mountains because they take their insides and they turn them into cool swords and axes.
That's not true.
Is that true, Thorfinn?
Well, my particular kin are special dwarves, but for the most part, my kin overall do like to carve out their homes from the bedrock, from the interiors of the caves, in order to be in access of the bounty of the earth, all that lie therein. Go over
I
at
see.
At the map very quickly. I think these X's are, it's like this site here, possibly, is a way for members of this cult to where to convene. I think we should keep this to bring back to Capstone for sure.
Well,
we still have to find those who protect your homestead, Barther.
Wait. Like my my brain connects, my two brain cells rub against each other. If the evil magic man, when the evil black robes, I pick up a robe, had these robes, and he had this map in his backpack, that means this is evil land, and if we put on their evil robes and mask, I think they had a mask in there, right, Mr. DM?
Correct.
Robes, mask, ration, and we could pretend, and then we could go into their evil mine. I point at the door behind we saw the door with the lantern behind the sigil, right?
Yes, it was made aware by Heian.
And we could kind of like deception them, whatever that word means, into thinking we're one of them, and then we could kind of get them off one by one, kind of grab a guy by the neck, go, "Where is my dad?" You know, would that be a good idea?
Is that something you want to try?
What sizes are the robes to work?
I kind of. Oh wait, no, but they wouldn't have. Well, I kind of look for a size tag on it, like, Barther sized.
No.
You like
adult medium.
Hold it up, and you like hold it under your chin.
Yeah. So I was gonna say you have
like
to
kind of
take
rests
it
on your
and
boots.
put it up against you to know how long it is.
Say size 17 neck, 44 torso. No, I was kidding.
This is an XL long.
Even the cultist they encountered
Perfect.
was more human-sized, right?
Yes. Yeah, as Barther holds it up, it like goes from the collar area as he's holding it up, and it kind of like rests on his boots.
Well, I got this. My dad worked in tailoring. Trust me. We could cut it down with my dagger that I totally remembered I had. We could make it U-sized. We could say, like, somebody cast a spell on you or something. That's how magic works, right, Shel?
That's going to be a lot of work.
I put a spell on you. Enter your mind.
It might work if we had Heian and you wear the robes. I would say Heian take the lead. I only say this because modifying it for me is going to take a lot more time.
Well, I'm already pretty much the part. Barther, let me see that mask.
Okay, I hand her the map.
I put on the mask and I'll go knock on the door.
You finish shimmying
wait,
on
I kind of panic as she starts like knocking at the door, and I kind of pull the cowl up, and I kind of mask myself like I'm Batman with like the cape of it. Because I think I put on the dead guy's robe from last time, right? I stole it off of him after he died.
Yeah, it's just like a big hole though through the front. So did you just put on the mask, Shel, or are you wearing the robe?
I guess it depends how big the robe is.
So I didn't know if you were like dragging this long, tripping out, you know. So I was just trying to make sure. It's definitely way too big for you.
Okay. Is there like a little slidey hole where people can like look out or something?
Oh, the mask? The
For
mask you can
one
put on
time,
fine.
we
The
need
robe
human-sized
for the
people.
door.
I think she was saying for the door.
Yeah.
Oh. So first, I sent you a DM real quick. And
Okay.
then you shimmy on the mask, and it has like it's kind of like a rectangular cut, so where like the whole brow section is open, almost like like a hood with a veil would be, or something like that. And as you're walking towards the door, you see, and no one else sees, Glibbin.
Oh. Well, hello, dear.
They need you down here. Come on now.
Down where? Here? I point straight down to the dirt. Or over there. And I point towards the door.
This way. And he waves. He's like standing like in front of the door, and he just kind of like fades back into it and is gone.
Oh.
Everyone did see Shel talking and pointing at the dirt, though.
My husband says we need to go in here.
Did you see anybody?
Does Thorfinn have any concept of shamans? Something like that within Dwarven culture, or no?
That might be a fine question for Mercy, actually. Because I don't recall reading specifically about...
like more used to
road.
organized religion than shamanism, but it wouldn't be probably unheard of for you. I guess make knowledge religion roll.
Okay. That's just gonna be a straight roll. So if anyone could just roll for me.
No intelligence modifier.
I don't.
Either one.
Oh.
A2.
Two. Then
Nope.
no, this the concept of shamanism is probably pretty foreign to you.
We'll take this opportunity though to whisper to Shel if we do encounter any more cultists. Lay it off like you to me along for some muscle. I am not one of the cultists, but I am being used for my services.
Fellow cultists with the mask. Did you see any evil people? Or I mean, of our fellow kid in there.
Well, I don't think Gligbin would lead me into danger, at least not something too dangerous that we couldn't handle.
Heian kind of hollers back. I'll keep watch if you guys are heading down that way. And you see him kind of like take like a prone, lower his profile on top of the catacomb wall, or like mausoleum wall.
It's fine.
There he goes again, climbing up the tree, and now he's just gonna sit there. He ain't gonna do nothing interesting. He's just gonna shoot his bow. Where's the adrenaline in that? Your enemy can't fight back without shooting your bow. That's boring.
He has his own advantage, Barther. It's like you with your axe and me with mine. Judge. Put your head on
Shel
straight,
kind of
and we'll follow Shel.
Shel nudges Thorfinn before trying to open the door and looks up at Heian. Heian, what do your elf eyes see? Then knocks on the door.
That you knock on the door?
Yeah.
Knock, and it's a pretty, just from hitting, it's not metal, it doesn't clang, so you like knock and it's just like knocking on brick.
Well,
Is there an actual handle to
That
the door?
fellow cultist. Did you forget the secret magic knock? I remember it. You have to speak in the ancient tongue. Tua, tua, open sesame. Well, that's all I can do.
Does it look like there's a handle to the door?
Yeah,
Is it a slab?
Yeah, just kind of looking, a brief look over the door. It's pretty solid. It does have some engravings on it, up the middle, and then almost like bands, reinforcing like the edges. And there's on the far right side there is a like shaft of a handle, maybe a couple feet almost, like braced, bolted into the door. And there is a what appears to be some like a locking mechanism with a keyhole.
oh, hold on. Let me make sure this isn't trapped.
It's fine.
If only we had a rogue with sleight of hand.
Did we find a key on a mutual friend?
Let me check. I kind of rummaged through my pockets.
Oh yeah, you're aware.
That's allowing Shel to do her thing.
Barther, what is a double check? Give me a search. And then you're checking for traps, right?
Yeah, that's search.
Oh, they're both search. Okay. I couldn't remember if there was like a...
Yeah, checking for traps is search, disarming traps is disable device.
That's what I was looking at. Okay. Yeah, so you'll both to give me a search.
Does anything change, or does having the class feature trap finding do anything
Yes.
special? Because I do have that as a part of my class feature.
So it doesn't alter your roll, but kind of like how knowledge is capped.
I got a 19.
Knowledge is capped at 10, unless you have the knowledge skill. It's the same thing with trap finding, except the difficulty of trap that can be found is capped at 20 unless you have trap finding.
Oh. Nice.
Excellent.
So essentially, normies can only find bad traps. Trap finders can find, have a chance to find any trap.
Normies. So what am I doing again?
Search.
Search. That is a 18.
You don't appear to you don't notice any like traps within the mechanism itself, or as you kind of fiddle around the bottom of the door and stuff. So for Shel, your search, you don't find anything. It appears safe. and Barther. You're fiddling around with the pockets. You're like, open up your robe. There's a couple inside pockets left, right. And when you reach into the one on the right, you feel like there's almost like on like a pants pocket, how there's like the little pocket on the inside of your right pocket, usually, on a lot of jeans. You notice there's another smaller pocket to the inside of your robe, and you pull out a key and a note.
Ooh, and I can't read. Oh,
Yeah, you see a bunch of calligraphy on this piece of paper.
Thorfinn, can you read this? I may be a cultist, but I was only taught the language of our Lord. I wasn't taught this. Human?
Is it?
I hand him the note, but I still hold the key.
Does it look like any script you would recognize? Or is it not uncommon?
Barther absolutely doesn't recognize it.
No. Thorfinn was looking at it because he gave it to me.
And I really gotta level up in another class that isn't barbarian. I can't read.
You can also learn to read with skill points.
I can do that.
I don't think anybody's prevented from it. It's just barbarian doesn't start with it.
Yeah.
Is the note script, is it in common or is it in another language?
It is not in common as you look at it.
And it's probably not in Dwarvish then, so I'll hand it over to Shel. And I believe that I found the key. And also this. He answered the note.
Wait, we have one more proficient language person here. Gnome, can you read this? Miss Shel?
That's what I was doing. I gave the note to her.
Well, maybe. I hold it out like a steering wheel.
It is in. Well, actually, you don't know what it's in. Where's your language list written down? I still remember if I have your language list on the note. It should be on your character info. Yeah.
That looks like I took Dwarven and Ogre. Probably not an ogre, but you never know.
It is not written in ogre. Correct. So yeah, you don't understand it.
Another thing to bring back to Capstone then. How high is the keyhole? The door?
It's like halfway. It's like between the
Can't
handle.
we reach it?
Right. He'll keep his shield up, but he'll put his war axe back in its holster.
Wait, Miss Shel, can you speak with? Can you speak with the ghost? I think of your husband, unless you're mad. I don't think schizophrenia existed back then, but they were just called mad. Can you commune with the dead guy?
But I do. My husband does speak to me. He's always with me.
Can you commune with the guy I cut in half? act like we say sorry so we can ask him to read the note? Because he'll totally like us for cutting him in half.
It was all you, not us.
Maybe. I go and kind of tap on the cleaved cultist and we're sorry. And I look up at Barther. He said he doesn't want to tell us.
Well, that's all I can think of. You want to unlock the door? I mean, I got the shiny key. I mean, we could find treasure down there. My farm needs it. My parents could be down there if we leave. Actually, my mom wouldn't be down there. We might. My dad's down there, I think, or like Auntie Coco, Jim. Either way, somebody I know from my house is probably down there. If we leave, they could get like sacrificed or something. They're cultists, right? They sacrifice people to the dragon guy, I think. No, I haven't read anything about religion. To be honest, books don't really appeal to me.
And you can certainly unlock the door, but I'll open it for you. Getting the
I kind of
perception that I'm hired to help the cultists. I will open the door once you unlock it.
I kind of act like I'm shadily opening the door and making sure like Thorfinn can't see, and then I let him go for.
It's fine.
Does that key match the door, or is that for something else?
Good question. Does it unlock the door?
I didn't hear. Did someone actually push it in? I didn't hear.
Yeah, I pushed it in. I pushed it in.
I did.
Yeah, when you push it in, and it feels like it fits. Arthur thinks it fits.
That's not a good tell if it fits or not. Knowing him, he'd probably just break the door before he figures out the lock doesn't fail. I'm still gonna turn the key, thinking that it fits, and I'm just gonna let Thorfinn push the door open.
I think it's a pull.
You go to initially turn the key, and it's not like easy. You like had to actually kind of put some oomph into the turn, and you hear like a double click as it, as you put your second hand on there to finish turning it, and you hear a double click, and then like a thud in the bottom right of the door, and like a thud on the top right of the door, rather.
It's a redstone door from Minecraft. No, I feel like I just go, that's a two-way by two-way. I'm completely making this up. Locking mechanism founded back in at least 10 years from now, founded by Knighting and Nightingham. Can we open the door now?
Shall think this place is affecting Barther. Should stay along.
Can I stay in the back, Miss Shel? Can I stay in the back with you?
It's probably for the best. You seem pretty injured. Anyways.
If you shall to maintain these rules, you should be in front of me. I'll be there to help if anything happens.
Yep,
Very well.
that's what we hired you for. What's your evil code name?
You didn't hire me for anything. I thought we were friends.
I'm the only one not in robes. So
Thorfinn, what did we... what's your evil hired name? Because we can't use Thorfinn. Because like
Helgen.
you can beat Elgin.
Helgen.
Elgin. Okay, I got this.
Elgin.
Gelgin.
Helgen.
Helgen.
Helgen. Helgen.
Oh, we're doing code names. Well, you can call me, Shelby. Yes, I think that one will do.
I was thinking we add another one of those straight line looking hieroglyphics to your name, and we just call you Shel. But you're like the seashell. I'm so funny. I'm giving myself nothing for that.
Shell with 2 L's.
I'd have to add an L. Let's just go in and see how this goes.
Yes. I'm only saying Shelby goes first. Maintain the ruse.
I can be very persuasive as I raise my eyebrows a couple of
You're
times.
very much in the back. Shelby's very quick on her feet.
All right. So did someone actually open it after the locking mechanism freed?
I think.
Yeah, I thought
I
Thorfinn
think
pushed it.
Thorfinn
Okay, for some
opened
reason
it,
I didn't
and then
hear you
Shel
actually
went
say
through.
that. My bad.
Thorfinn opened the door after Barther unlocked it.
Okay. Yes, you slid the door open, and after your discussion, Shell, you're able to actually slides from right to left. It doesn't open in the middle like that, but you know.
Wait,
Oh,
what's my evil code name?
Being giant?
we'll call you Barman.
That's not evil enough.
Evil Barman.
I kind of do the animation thing where I look to the nearest object and I'm just holding my axe in my hand. I'm like, axe, great axe. No, just axe. Uh huh.
Oh, wait. Do we see anything looking in?
Let's see here. Double check a thing. You the stairwell itself is vaguely lit from the sunlight outside. And it kind of darkens in the middle about halfway down, and you see flickering kind of orange light at the base of the stairwell as it looks like it turns to the right.
Out of roleplay, you guys have dark vision, right?
I have something that's a lesser dark vision, I believe, as a gnome. Can I sneak down the stairs? Just enough to get a peek?
Give me a move silently.
Oh, that I will try to do. Move silently. Am I good at that? I'm not terrible at it most of the time. Well, that is a 13.
Okay. As you move down the steps, you have pretty soft footfalls, and it's down
Basically
a little bit.
Get here. It's like a peek.
You like one pebble, like halfway down, kind of kicks off the stair and clacks down a little bit. Doesn't seem to be super loud. You don't hear really any a commotion or anything. And as you peek around the corner, you're able to see another lit torch down the hallway where it turns right to left. You see, like, in the light there from the torch, the old, pretty like deteriorated coffin. Yeah, I forgot about that lovely tool. And a lot of the stones kind of mossy. It's a very musty smell. Don't appear to see any movement or anything like that as it turns left or right there.
Helgen, evil barman, down here. Shh. Come on.
I'm going to follow with her advice of moving stealthily because I'm no longer in. What's the check for the?
Yeah,
Move
be
silently.
moving silently as well. I believe his armor. It is going to be a disadvantage.
All right. Plus, no, it's fine. This is 3.5. I don't think you have disadvantage unless disadvantage does exist.
Minus.
What is interpreted as disadvantage in 5th edition is called armor check penalty here. So you should have that marked in your armor section. I should say your armor check penalty, and then you're going to apply that to your.
Yes, our penalty.
I rolled a dirty
Not
20 for my stealth.
Okay.
So Barther's completely taken over by his evil persona, and I cowl my cape again. And I start sneaking through the darkness, despite the fact I like cower through shadows like man bat, or wait, no, that's actually it. Bat human.
Bat human. Mortal.
Evil barman, what are you doing?
Did
Being
someone
stealthy.
roll for
Oh.
roll for Thorfinn or Helgen?
16. Base roll.
What's your move silently, Thorfinn? You're muted if you're talking. Cannot hear you, Thorfinn.
Again.
Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So I don't have any ranks in that, but the X modifier would still apply, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, move silently would be plus dex plus armor check penalty.
Okay, so 16 plus 2 is 18, but the minus 4 makes it a 14.
Okay.
Because I know that with the shield, the penalty for that is, oh wait, I have the shield too. It's another minus 2, which makes that a 12. So I was right.
Well, well, well.
As you all make it down, say this. Dang it. Zoomed in too much. I moved the thing down and then it went back up. There we go.
If you click the little lock to the left of it, it'll hold it in place.
Good one. As they make it to you, Shelby, no further movement. You don't hear any sounds. You guys feel pretty quiet.
Right. I will just peek around the corner here. Throw down my goggles. Well, where are they? Yes. And readjust my lenses to detect undead.
Currently at that portion where it's a T intersection. One path goes left, one goes right.
Yes. Let me read Detect Undead one more time.
B.
Just to make sure. Spells.
Or it's called. Oh wait, that's the feature name. Death Sight. Yep. Use Detect Undead spell at will.
All right, you can detect an aura that surrounds undead creatures. The amount of information revealed. Number of undead auras. You don't pick up any undead presence. Well, I guess technically, yeah, you pick up the absence of undead auras, I guess technically, by the word of the spell. So,
well, I think it's persistent, at least for a while, right?
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. So as it goes on, you get so the first round you get the presence, the second round you get the number of undead auras, third round the strength and location of each aura. Yeah, and then aura strength of an undead is determined by hit dice and yada yada.
And he has that ability for a minute now, unless it works differently for him.
That's just the base spell at will for his class.
Yeah, so 1 minute per level, so 1 minute.
But
then I will move forward a bit and peek around the corners and take a look.
As you peek around the left and the right, you see a doorway at the end of the hall that breaks off right over here. This is an opening. It's not like a door, it's just a clear opening. And then to the right, same thing. You see another, just kind of like a bigger opening that branches off, and you kind of see faint flickering light from another torch to down here.
Okay. But did I lose my companions?
No, I'm still here. We're having camera issues.
Okay. Well, should we go left or right?
Right is always right.
Well, I've never thought of it that way, but that does make sense. Right it is. Gesture back to Thorfinn.
Whoop. I went too fast. Just going to drop him there. He will be trailing behind you. Do you need me to move Barther while you're working on the camera stuff?
Am I following them?
Are you following them? That's why I'm
Yes.
asking. Okay, yeah.
Can I inspect these coffins?
Oh, yeah? Like a search, you mean? Or just kind of what they look like, or like more detail?
Yeah, I guess both, and to also kind of see if they've been tampered with, or do they look like they haven't been touched, I suppose.
Give me a search.
All right. Well, what is my search? Oh, it's pretty nice. Oop. Oh, well, that's... Oh, I thought it was a 1. That is a 17.
They each one like appears closed as you kind of like sneak over to each one. The wood's like almost like soft and damp from humidity. Some of like you can kind of like see through the gaps in the planks, and without even like opening them, you can see the latches like aren't sealed anymore. And just looking through like the gap on the first one, there's no remains inside of it. You move on to the second one, very similar. It's like falling apart in the corner, and you don't even have to open it, that one either. There's no remains inside of it. The third one's a little more held together. The latches are still already undone. As you like open it up, or do you open it up? I should say you were searching, so
Yes.
you want to double check. As you open it up, it's creak, and you peek in. No remains. Just some like cadaver band, preservation cloth, like deteriorated away mostly.
I think by the third one, Shel just like gets in and lays down in it for a few seconds. So this is what it's like. Nope. Not for me. Not yet. Hops out and we'll continue going on.
No, Barther has a twin now.
There are 2 of me. Camera controls, but we'll work with this because the camera's only picked up 1 on stream, so we're good that way. That's actually good, barman. I'm his evil twin, evil barman. Makes sense.
So, I believe Shel was doing some investigating on her own.
Yes, all these coffins are empty. I'm not really sure why. But it looks like there's a faint flickering light ahead.
Stuff has been fixed.
Okay. Did you go down the left or right hand path, Shel?
We went down the right, because right is always right.
Right.
Yes, I mean, evil barman said that right is always right.
Someone
Which
must
I
have,
Wait, Shel, are you a
someone must
vampire?
have moved these coffins here, so keep looking.
When Barther says that, I take the edge of my long orange weathered coat and kind of what if I am? And then I continue to like sneak forward, try to get a view up to this room on the
Suck
right.
my blood.
Oh,
I'm just gonna give a soft little nudge with my elbow to Barther behind me to like knock off the silliness.
Okay.
Not to be damaged, but just enough to like a bit of a poke. That's all.
well,
Let's continue on then.
Let's continue our sneaky.
Maybe.
Do I have to stay with the? I'm sneaking through every corner because I rolled a 20.
What the?
Or do we need to re-roll? Do we need to roll again, or does that roll stick?
Keeping that roll right now.
Okay, do. I'm sneaking around so stealthily.
Before you begin to walk,
okay.
For a few.
sorry, I was
It's okay.
We never moved forward.
remix.
Elgin,
Okay.
can I have? Could I borrow your crossbow? I'm not in the shape to engage
Don't
in
have a
glorious melee
crossbow.
combat. Don't tell
So
Heian about this. I'm gonna use range combat.
I do have a short bow you can use. I don't have a crossbow.
Do you have arrows for that crossbow or short bow?
It'll take him a moment to get it off his person, but you have a full quiver of 20 arrows and a short bow. Does 1d6 damage. And add your basic attack bonus plus your dex modifier for the attack bonus.
How do you get your attack bonus again?
The attack bonus plus 1, then
My attack bonus is 4.
As you guys were, Shel was finishing getting out of the coffins, and she mentions that there's nothing in them. Don't know what that's about or why there wouldn't be anything in them. You guys hear from the distant, the not so distant room now, muffled shouts. If
Thorfinn put his ear to the stone and tried to figure out how far away those are.
Help me.
No.
Help me.
And I roll a memorization check. I don't know what can I roll wisdom? But not the but 3.5 wisdom, not 5e wisdom.
That's natural 1 for Thorfinn.
Wait, is it just a normal wisdom check?
Turns out you put your ear on one of the pebbles instead of the actual ground on accident.
Dang, Brad, what up?
Is it?
Hello, Bread. Welcome in. Yeah, you guys
Nice to
hear
be here.
muffled "Help me." and you can now continue walking that direction you were going.
Could I roll a wisdom to see if I know that, like, if I recognize that help me? Like, if it's someone I know?
I see what you're saying.
But I don't know if there's a 5e wisdom throw for that, or just I roll 3.5 wisdom, or do I just roll a wisdom?
Yeah, no skill, really, just a wisdom check.
Yeah, so I was going to ask about, because there's no, like, insight in here, is there? It's just wisdom.
Oh, no, duh, I rolled a 4. This person is, I don't know this person, never seen him in my whole life.
You don't recall. Maybe the voice sounds too beat up or scratchy, like it's like too muffled. Realistically, you guys
could I make out the direction it was in?
Oh yeah, it was ahead of you, like in front of you guys.
But was it like rightmost or leftmost in front of me?
Right.
Okay. Like right as in right I was right or right I'm gonna shut up.
As you see Shel, it's in front of Shel to the right.
Can I take a peek around the corner?
Let's go to the right.
Sneak up to the wall here.
Yeah. You're peeking in that way. I see.
Yeah, just straight up Scooby-Doo, like.
From your angle, you currently
it froze.
See nothing.
Oh. Do the shouts or any of the noises get louder?
Yes. It's from around the corner of the room you're looking in. I think that would be pretty obvious. So.
I'll reconfirm with Thorfinn and Barther and kind of just point around the corner.
As you look back towards them, give me a spot.
Very well. That is a 12.
Ignore what I'm doing.
There it is. Okay. 4 hit dice. There's no save, huh?
Oh, no, there is.
Will negates. What's the DC?
Hey, quick question. Who's that hit? Quick question. I thought I don't have sight at the moment because I crashed. Who's that attacking?
No, nothing's necessarily attacking.
Nothing's attacking.
Okay.
Disregard the rolls.
Okay, my fault, Mr. DMs.
Those are just random dice for no reason.
Of course, obviously.
Probably 12.
That's what I was going to say, 11 or 12. Shel, as you look back towards your party and you point back around the corner, you look and you see a hooded, cloaked figure, kind of waving a couple hand signs at you and speaking a language you don't understand, as like this purple aura emanates around you for a second. Give me a will save.
I don't understand you.
His audio cut out.
15.
Your eyes got pretty drowsy for a second. Oh. And you shake your head and you are not asleep. And now I need initiatives.
Dun 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 Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
this is gonna
dun.
be a bit. Stuff exploded. You might get my neutral sibling.
Oh my god!
Turn-based mode.
I gotta stop rolling for Thorfinn, I think.
I'll have Shel roll for Thorfinn.
I would roll for him, but I can't.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 1, so
Okay, so
Sometimes
That's
it just be like that.
the
do
plus
be like
3.
that sometimes.
So that's a 3 to advantage initiative then, right?
It's easiest if people can. Would you mind typing your initiative in either into the client or into Twitch chat? Like your total initiative, not just your roll.
Yeah.
Did you take the 1 or the 2, Thorfinn?
I'll take the one.
I don't know
not
why
like I'm
she
going
rolled
anywhere.
twice.
One was for her and one was for you.
Oh
yeah, she's rolled bad for both of you.
no!
Hey,
I'll
Shel,
take the
you
2.
can take the
Barther.
one. I'll take the 1. Thorfinn will take the 2. You get to roll again for yourself.
I'll allow it.
There we go.
Shell get redemption roll.
Redemption roll.
So Barther's
Wait, what's
1.
happening?
You're getting
So what
another
does that
roll.
make? What does that make Thorfinn's final then?
2
think
plus
he-
2 is 4.
Okay, so I have 13.
Plus. Is that total?
That's total. Yeah, it's 9 plus 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Barther, what's your total with a 1?
How do you get your initiative modifier?
Should say it on the front page of your character sheet there.
Typically,
If you don't have any feats for it, it would be your dexterity modifier.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
Once
plus
you have-
2. That's a plus 2.
Okay.
So what's Barther's total?
That's 3.
Oh, I got a 3.
Oh, well, I'll
Also,
start putting
Mr.
people in order.
Godsir, can you once again, for the 4th time now, move me back into the...
I'll put them in order. I got it.
Hey guys, I can't cross a certain border. My game just explodes. That's fun.
Did you see my 2
No.
rolls?
Were
putting
you
their
rolling
order
for the
in.
cultist?
Yeah.
Oh, I had already done it, but we can use
Okay, that's fine.
instead.
No, keep it. If you already have it, it'll just be easier. Like, not a big deal.
Yeah.
You said you were putting them in order? So I'm gonna back
Yeah, I'm
out
working
that
on
menu.
it.
Okay.
They'll all show up at once. I don't think it shows you as I'm doing it, unfortunately. It should be everybody.
And
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. Yeah.
Dang, me and cultist number 3 now really didn't roll high.
all
Well, you
right.
can't always roll what you want.
I didn't get to roll my dice.
Shell.
my.
The cultists in front of you just tried to put you to sleep.
Well, that wasn't very nice. And fire my crossbow at him, I guess. Oof. Let's see. Plus 3 to my attack, so 11. 11 to hit.
was trying to do. Not what I'm trying to do. Trying to back off of his. There we go. I have that.
What are you trying to do? Sorry.
I was trying to look at stats on that guy, but and also trying to pull up the stat block we used last time.
I gave him health already. Not when you right click on it. I don't know why you're not seeing that.
Yeah,
that's odd. I can just manage his health. That's fine.
Okay,
guys, I'm metagaming here, but their health is at least less than 14.
Same.
11 should hit. I believe. I was trying to double check that.
Oh wait, actually, yeah, that's true. Yeah, 11 would hit. 11's good.
Okay. Just thought that would be 10 no armor plus 1.
Yeah.
So a 2.
2 points piercing damage.
It's your crossbolt. Flies and impacts into his shoulder.
All right. And then use my movement. If that's allowed. Tuck back in this corner. And that's my turn. Unless I do have the the rapid reload. Does that mean that if I use that to reload, that would take away my movement?
No, that's the whole thing. Is a crossbow normally takes a move action to reload, but rapid reload improves that to swift action.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I'm running back into this cubby, I throw another bolt in and get ready for next. Okay, that's it for me. I'll end my turn here.
Miros.
All right. So I just saw the cultist to my left get shot with an arrow.
Yes, as a and
after
buds into. Yeah, he casted a spell, some blue aura from his, purple aura from his fingertips, and then the crossbolt bolt lands in his shoulder.
All right. I think this might just be my chance to escape. I'll just shout, "Wretched cultists!" And as I'm still sitting there slumped, I start tugging away at the chains I'm still in, and I'll break loose from them. And first thing I'm doing is I'm going to try to sprint over towards where I see my belongings, if at all possible.
Don't see why not. Probably just a little jump check or a little balance check. Depending on how you're doing it.
Yeah, I'll try and maybe get like a little bit of a side hop over this coffin to my left. And I'll try and get next to the cultist to get towards my stuff.
Double. That
so
would
you would be leaving a threatened area, so you'd provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Will do.
And then jump check. It's a pretty small vertical jump.
Okay,
like 2 feet up. So you need without a standing long jump, it's a DC 8 jump check to get on top of it.
DC 8. All right. Let's see what my modifier for my jump checks is. That is jump. Okay.
Yeah.
You
rolled a yes.
That is a 18 total.
Let's see, I assume this guy would have 8 or 10 strength. As you try, he hears your chains shatter to slide off to the ground, and he just reaches back and tries to slash you with a dagger. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 misses.
Does, as you're just too nimble, leap out of his range at the nick of time and balance across the coffins.
Let's see. I'll try and pick up, firstly my weapons. I'm guessing that's an action to do that?
It can be, like, drawing a weapon can be done as part of movement, so I think we can just kind of combine that all together.
Yeah. All right, then I'll dodge that dagger, jump over the coffin, strafe towards my items, grab the first weapon I see, and I guess I'll just face towards the guy next to me and I'll take a swing at him.
Take a swing.
Let's see. Oh, that went into the Shadow Realm. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Ooh. Excellent. Welcome.
Way to start it off right.
Unrelated question. Do I see the? I think you're Tabaxi, right, Mr.
You can't see him
Euros?
right now.
Okay. Never mind. Unrelated question resolved. Barboy will have to. Barther will have to figure out what he feels about this living animal later. Being a Disney princess himself.
Will make himself known later.
Do you have? I didn't have your fail chart pulled up, and I'm not finding it. I was sworn you had one.
No, I usually just kind of narrate like what makes sense. So I think maybe in the context of, jumping over all that stuff and dodging attacks and whatever, maybe like just the weapon, you didn't quite get your grip around it and you drop it.
Do you dual wield?
I do dual wield, yes.
Okay. So you only attacked with one. Yeah, as you okay, there I see. Yeah, I was looking at your feet. You get up there and you almost swing at, in the motion of grabbing them, and the arm closest to on your back swing as you're grabbing them and trying to go for the slice at him. You accidentally the dagger slips out and clings off. At least I'm seeing daggers on your sheet.
Should be sickles.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see a sickle, dart, dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wrote out a couple of different attack modes that he had.
Gotcha. So you have 2 sickles, the ammunition 2. Okay. So your first sickle clings. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I usually roll D8 for direction.
I guess those with corners.
Yeah.
So I usually
use. Sorry, that's my fault. I'm trying to plan. I spoke out loud. My fault.
Yep. It kind of slides out of your hand on your swing and clangs over on top of this coffin by the wall.
Oh, okay.
You have your other one in your other hand, though. So you're able to hold tight on that one, just the one that you didn't attack with yet.
I'll hold that one for now as I give it a few swings. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'd rather hold on to one than not have any in my hand.
Next. The one right next to you. Well then. He chants a few words and grabs your shoulder.
Ooh.
I don't see. It just says touch. It's not a touch attack, right?
Oh.
Mercy.
No,
It's
you
like
just
light
need to
wounds.
physically touch the target. Although, like, I think against somebody that is actively defending themselves, it is functionally a touch attack.
See will for half.
Yes. So you have to touch the target, and then if you do that, then they get a will save and would take half damage on success. However, remember also everybody has Mage Slayer.
Mage Slayer?
It's true.
That's what it's called in 5th edition. You get an attack of opportunity for him casting a spell while you're in melee with him.
It's true.
That's
but-
right. This is 3.5. Yeah.
And my evil cultist sees touch and melt veins with black blood. So he will try.
Am I just going to get dropped?
Well, you get an attack of opportunity first as
All
he
right.
begins to chant and reaches out to touch you.
Yeah, I'll take a swing with my sickle. That's a 5.
I believe you have a +0 on the sickle.
Yep.
Yeah, so as you're still settling your feet from your swing, and you come back around, you kind of like whiff under his arm as he reaches out, and give me a will save.
Okay, that I add a... Let me just take a quick look. I add a +2 to that. 17.
You take 3 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
Two, actually. Always round down.
There's a +1.
Sorry.
Yeah, 6. Sorry. I should have clarified. 5 + 1, 6 round, halved. It's 3.
Okay, how did I remove that from my health bar again?
Right click on your character and you'll see your stats, and then you want to change the numerator in the math formula.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 3 though, not 2. I was wrong.
That's fine. That's only like 18% of my health.
Thorfinn, this is your turn. Don't see him. Saw his chair move. Thorfinn.
No. Thorfinn.
Still see Barther on stream, but I don't see him in video anymore.
My computer had another stroke. I see myself in video.
You mean you don't see him in video, or you don't see him in Tailspire?
I don't see him in the control room. He's in the other one because originally, like when he rejoined earlier, there was 2 of him, and then
Oh, weird. I mean, he's still showing up in stream.
Yeah, I know. Thorfinn.
I was replaced by my brother. Good barman. You'll never know the difference.
This is your turn, Thorfinn.
How far away are the offending cultists?
Oh, it keeps going really. Keeps like sticking my key. From you, they are roughly 30 feet, between 25 and 30.
Well, as far as anybody knows,
There's
other
2
than
of them, you
Miros
said.
right now, there's only one.
True. The one that
Okay.
Shell ran away from is the one that's 30.
Oh, okay.
To
And
be in
they're
range
visible.
to hit it. Unless I'm at a bad angle. Oh, no.
Oh,
He doesn't
I'm
have
wrong.
line of effect right now. His nearest corner to nearest corner would be here to here. So he doesn't have line of effect right now.
Oh, yeah. I see that. So you don't know exactly where they're at, but you know they're in that room.
okay. He is going to use his free object interaction to take his Orax out of its holster. Is it possible he would have enough movement if he charged? Unless there's an obstruction in the way. Has to be a clear path.
Yeah, you'd have to get a clear path. You can move 10 feet into the room. And then...
So the room continues in, but then they're around a corner where Shell came back from, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Let's see. So Orphan will do the quick object interaction to get his war axe. Shield in the left hand. He'll move 25 feet. Be right against that corner in case any of them round the bend.
I see.
He's
You have
trying to
20
use the
movement?
corner as a bit of 25. Oh, no, sorry, not 20. Sorry, not 25, 20.
Okay.
Movement, sorry, not 25. It's kind of hugging that corner the way
So basically going up into the room, up to the corner.
Yeah, so if they come back around this way, he'll be in closer distance to them.
You're just going... I guess I'm trying to clarify what corner. Are you going to the first corner that Shell was at? Or are you going further in to the far corner?
There's no way for him to charge in because it's obviously not a clear path.
Yeah.
So the only option he has is to move this for his full movement. It's just a matter of where. He moves to the other corner. Will sight of him be unobstructed?
You correct. It would be unobstructed for them and you.
Then he'd rather take the slightly obstructed view and go where Shell was.
So like trying to poke out. It's only like 10 feet, and you can see around the corner, and you see the cultist and I guess really in the... I guess with you peeking in, this would be a good moment for Miros to describe what he looks like, actually, as you peek in around the corner.
So right now, you see fighting for his life. What I think Barther, I think you called it tabaxi.
Yep.
Yeah, it's similar, but we shall call him a rokar. Miros is a slim and agile-looking catfolk, around 5'6" tall, black panther-like appearance, He's got a bit of a man bun going on, 2 braids on the sides, little bit of a. He's got a stick at the end, tied into a little knot at the back of his hair. And right now he is fighting for his life with 2 cultists, and he is looking pretty beat up already.
There's no way for Thorfinn to throw his war axe. It doesn't have the thrown property.
Yeah,
Theory.
generally no. I mean, you could do it as like a non-proficient thing.
Yeah. Hefty penalties.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to go for it, you could.
He won't. No, he won't do that.
Not something Thorfinn's practiced much. We'll say that.
No. Now, maybe if it was his light hammer, he'd be more receptive to the idea of throwing it.
Oh, come on. How
Not-
else are you
not
going to
the
that
war
one
axe.
until Generos?
Yeah.
Please no. I just joined.
He will fall back to the others. Max, we need your short bow up here. Oh. And then I'll end his turn.
So you fall back? Or you're...
No, he was telling. telling.
Okay, yeah, called
her
back. Okay,
back
just double
what
checking.
he saw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
His trigger would obviously be if any of them came around the corner within range of him.
While that one's handling him. How do I hold up? Why is it shift? No. You're forgetting.
Alt if you're trying to rotate it.
Thorfinn. As his hands come up and weave signs, a purple aura emanates around you. No one else is within 10 feet of you. Give me
Counterspell.
Give me a will save.
Shel, go ahead and roll for me, please.
Are you sure you want that?
Then have the tabaxi roll.
I mean, depending on how spicy Atma's feeling, he could target the sleep where I just put it, and both of them would have to save.
He actually does see Barther. Look at that angle.
Yeah.
Looking down the hall.
Because you see from, the closest point, so it's from that corner. So you can actually see both of them. There's just no way to hit all 3 of them.
Initially, I was just putting it on Thorfinn.
Sure. Yeah, up to you.
So,
Either's fine.
Since I
if
said
you
it
have
already, because I didn't actually zoom down and see if he even saw Barther, which he does. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go with what I said.
Okay.
Sorry, what was your roll? Did someone roll for?
It was a
I
10
rolled a
plus whatever his
10.
bonus is.
Yeah.
It's just a flat 10 then. It was the one save he has nothing in.
Thorfinn, Barther, and Shelby. You see Thorfinn like go limp and just kind of fall to his knees, and he's like slouched against the edge of the wall.
No, Harrigan.
Oh, he leaned up against his shield, by the way, because he was holding it.
He's asleep. The cultist yells, "That'll hold them." First time you heard one say something in common so far, I believe. Barther, your turn. You have line of sight of a new cultist that stepped out and is blocking.
I'm dealing
your
with a
torchlight.
scuff at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Could somebody share? Could somebody control me? I'll watch stream.
What do we need to do? Sorry.
And what would you like to do?
I would like to, if possible, I'm going to be dumb. I have a ranged option, but I looked at my map, and if I'm lucky enough, I have feats that can make it easier for me to not die. So I'm going to... Can I charge the guy? First option. Or is it the same problem with...
You technically have a line of sight of him.
Yeah, line of effect and line of sight are slightly different, but I think there's a reasonable argument to be made.
Yeah, like it's literally not even a full sidestep in a 5-foot square, and from. Well, I guess you go from the left side.
Technically, it has to be like completely straight, unobstructed movement, but it is like so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're feeling a little spicy, you could balance check, but I think it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Second option. Using my advantageous avoidance, that is 2 luck points, but I make you re-roll a hit dice, right? Like when you when you roll to hit me. Also, rage is a free bonus action, right? The quick action.
Rage is, I believe, a swift action. So yes, you could rage and then charge if that's what you're trying to.
Yeah, I'm going to rage. I'm going to charge at them, and as a reaction, I will use my advantageous avoidance in case they try to fight back. So my 2 hit is a +2/+2. Rage is a +2, right?
Yes, rage gives you an additional 2 to attack rolls and damage rolls with melee weapons.
Okay. Tailspire is back up. Could you move me back into existence, Mr.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sir.
You're there.
Hopefully I last here for more than 3 frames.
The only thing about this powerful is scheduling issues. It's when you have issues with with the tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, we've hit the unholy trifecta, right? We had a door, we had tech issues, and we had scheduling issues to get here.
I roll a 15.
That hits.
I don't think you roll a d20 for damage, though.
Yeah, no.
I did 18, guys!
Axe.
You have to teach Miras some of your tricks.
That's... Oh, not a... I live. That's 3 + 2 for, the dash. Or does the charge also give me more damage?
So you add 2 for, so you have 3 plus whatever your normal damage bonus is on your character sheet, plus an additional 2 for raging.
Okay, in that case, I do 8 damage because it's 8 damage because it's plus 2. Is charge also a plus 2 to my damage or no?
2 to hit, not to damage.
Yeah, plus 2 to hit.
Okay. So yeah, no, it's just 8 damage in total.
So I think it's still not letting Atmos see those, but this guy, because I'm a believer in RNG hit points, to your surprise, you absolutely do a big chop to him that you can describe however you want, but he actually does take it and is still alive.
Well,
Yeah, I see it now. It's like anime scene as you cut through him and he's standing
I'm gonna do the same slash I did on the other guy. The exact same cut. I look at him as he's still standing, and I look at my axe, and I'm kind of just like, wait, this didn't happen before.
That's great.
And now I'm going to prep my reroll of his to hit dice if he is going to try and stab me, magic me, whatever.
the reroll of his attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. That ends your turn then.
Uh-huh.
Shel, it is your turn.
Well. I need to move. Let's see about here. So right up to you. And I would like to use I would like to cast Ghost Sound, which can be a noise produced as loud as 4 normal humans per caster level. So it's as loud as 4 normal humans. I would like to try to make it sound like there's people screaming inside of the coffin. If possible.
Whoops. I
don't see why not.
Yeah. With an intent to
I don't know, try to scare them or just catch them off guard or,
Probably have that's the description, and then probably have Shel make an intimidate check. Maybe with a bonus, because that's a good inventive use.
Yeah, that's what I was definitely gonna have you do an intimidate check. And then
all right.
For a typical bonus, after adding a bonus would just be what a normal thing would be, like a +2 or something.
Yeah, DM's best man is +2.
Okay.
All right. Well,
sometimes I go to 4 if it's
and a natural 20.
Yeah, buddy.
I think
for a total of 23.
Okay. What are these ghosts? Do you want to do the honors in describing these sounds from the coffins with your natural 20?
I imagine it just sounds like multiple people yelling and screaming, beating on the roof of the little coffin or thing and that's next to him. Yeah, and that one there.
Probably some, unknown creature sounds mixed in with the screams and yells.
I live to crash.
So generally that would be, they would make an opposed, a will save opposing his intimidate check, and then they would become shaken, but I would say with the natural 20, they would become frightened instead.
Is all that noise enough
the one
to wake
next
Thorfinn up?
to the coffins. Okay.
Pretty good, but not good enough.
Yeah, does Thorfinn start having nightmares?
Oh God, yeah, probably.
That's not enough to wake him up.
Pretty sure I just rolled a 1. Unless that's someone else's 1. But I just came up with a 14.
Your rolls, were a 15 and a 14. But they both fail anyway.
I know, but I could have sworn I watched this dice roll over here and then I see a 1 lit up. But anyways, it must have been someone else's. So I need to double check.
A frightened creature flees from the source of its fear as best it can. If unable to flee, it may fight. A frightened creature takes a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Frightened creature can use special abilities, including spells, to flee. Indeed, the creature must use such means if they are the only way to escape.
Okay. Excellent.
Also, I don't know who all the noise affects and who can hear it, but
Do I get an attack?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, probably
Mr.
everybody.
DM?
I mean, I feel like I'd be terrified.
But probably make those rolls on their turns.
Yeah. I like that.
Mr. DM, do I get an
It would
attack
just
of opportunity?
definitely be everyone. So, what was that, Barther?
If he's to move a maximum distance away from me because fear, do I get an attack of opportunity?
You use the reaction to activate your feat for this round, where you would. You only get a 1 reaction a turn.
Okay, my fault.
Or a round.
My fault.
Yeah. But you're correct. You would, because it isn't a forced move technically. So you would get a reaction on the leaving a threat.
Alright, guys. Surely I'll kill him this time.
Miros.
Yes.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot, dude.
Yeah, it's not your turn. Hold on to that 18 for good luck.
So
Can I save it for later, Mr. DM?
Nope.
Aw.
So, question: since I hear all that screaming now as well, do I need to make a save for that as well?
Yes.
Yeah, the start of your turn, you'll need to make a will save.
Oh my god!
Holy!
noise.
Natural 20 for a 22 total.
So I think you kind of got a glimpse. You see Shel adjust a thing on her goggle, and you see her do her hands as she you notice she cast something, and you got the tip. This isn't
right.
This isn't real.
Just figments of my mind. And I'll look over towards this cultist standing in front of me, and first I'll take another swing at him with one of my sickles. Big money. 10 total.
Misses.
Oh, God. Okay.
Very close.
Okay, yeah.
Very close.
With my right arm, I'll take a swing. It goes wide, and out of the corner of my eye, I see the other sickle lying over towards the left on the coffin. Can I still try and grab that and take another swing?
I mean, you could move. Well, you already attacked You can't attack
You
and then
can, no,
move.
that's fine. You can move. You just can't interrupt movement with attacks. So yeah, you could. There's. I would say the terrain's too difficult for a 5-foot step here between everything that's going on. But you could, try and jump or whatever. Describe some other form of movement to get over to where you could grab it.
Okay.
Probably another balance to maneuver over that direction.
Yeah, all right. I'll
If you're trying
try
to
that
straight up
then.
vertical jump him, then it'd be a jump. But I imagine you're
Then
trying
I'll
to
actually try to do that.
acrobatics around.
Sure. Yeah, I'll see it. I'll look at him, and I'll just attempt to jump either like slightly over him or just completely over him onto one of the coffins.
Yeah, give me a jump.
Jump check, right? Okay. 22 again.
Sheesh. Yeah, you just straight up no run, just vertical spring, like front flip over him, and you're able to snag up your weapon.
All right, I'll pick that up and I'll just spin around. And as I spin around, I'll use that momentum and just try and take another swing, if at all possible.
That would be -4 for the second one.
Great.
Well, no, you
Oh.
can't because it's a full round action to
Oh, okay,
attack with
okay.
the
Okay.
weapon. So because
Well, I
of
mean,
the
it's a
movement.
-1
Yeah, I'm just
anyway.
thinking
So
this is my 5e brain.
then
Yeah.
that's just my turn. I'll pick it up and I'll just get ready as I'm standing on top of the coffin.
I always forget you
That's
have to
my
do the whole attack,
Yeah.
together.
I
But you have your
understand.
weapons back, reunited.
Hey,
Nice hops, by the way.
that's one of the only things that Miros is good at.
Cultist 1 is going to run here, which will provoke as he
they
runs
probably-
away.
They're not incapable of taking actions. They're probably taking the disengage action.
Fair. I was just
But that'll
thinking
protect
they're
the first
just
5 feet of movement. So I guess actually doesn't really change anything because Miros has the high ground.
yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
It's
so you get an
over,
attack
Anakin.
as he leaves your threat range.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll take a swing.
A 9.
I'll get better.
I mean,
I'm
you're
still.
shook. You're a little, not actually shook, but you're just.
I was gonna say I'm
tangled
still a
up.
little bit shook about all of this. I mean, I got chained up. I got kidnapped. Guys, come on. Cut me some slack.
You can't go any.
No, you can't go through somebody through an opponent unless you have make a DC 25 tumble check, which he almost certainly does not know tumble.
I mean, that's his full movement of right there to get to Shel.
Right.
And he's like, oh crap, like holding his ears. What is that? He will. You said he can make an action. He still has a dagger, and he's like, "Get out of my way!" As he's kind of just wild, like slashing at Shel.
-2 because of the frightened.
2 minus 1, so 13. And a bull.
Just regular AC.
Yeah.
Yep.
That does not hit.
It's just kind of blindly swinging. You're like, ooh, ooh. Hey! Thorfinn. Let me double check. Said, consuming creatures are helpless. Slapping or wounding awakens an affected creature, but normal noise does not. Thorfinn is snoring. Oh, wait. No, he's feared, so I wouldn't get rid of it. It's not a concentration. He's just straight up sleeping. So unfortunately for Thorfinn, you're asleep.
Oh. Is that normal noise? What about magic?
Fine, just let me know if anything changes.
Actually, you have a point. It says a normal noise. A natural 20 ghost noise is not a normal noise.
That's fair.
Make a will save, Thorfinn.
Okay.
You awake like to screaming, like creepy sounds of creatures and raspy.
Dude, I got rid of the bar. So I got rid of the good. I got rid of evil man. I didn't get rid of good man. Could you I don't know how you add people to video and shit, but do you want me to join back?
We can see you. We can see you on video.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I don't see
on stream. I'm not here though.
Yeah, you're not. I have to re-add
You were capturing evil barman. I'm now his identical twin sibling, a good barman who wasn't on camera.
While Emma's doing that, Thorfinn, who do you want to roll for you?
I'll have the DM roll for me.
Okay, I'll just doing that. What is your will save bonus? It's just 0, right?
Like
0.
Just 0.
Should have let me roll, man.
Yeah. Thorfinn, you are awakened to, leaving a nightmare and entering another. You are frightened as you're laying on the ground. You think, some kind of, dark apocalypse is happening in this chamber.
Is Shel near me? Or is she
standing right over?
Yes, she's like right over you.
I think in his mental state, he's gonna take a swing at the cultist.
You have to flee from the source of your fear as best you can.
Yeah.
Immediately?
I took your bow, sorry.
He has to flee immediately? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can only fight if that's required for you to flee.
Then go ahead and move him back, and my turn.
So it'll be
Let me know if
half
anything
movement
changes.
to stand up.
I'm going to stand up and then 10 feet back. Yeah, then let me know if anything
I
changes.
always forget how
over
to
here.
stand up. Oh, there it is.
For some reason, I can't move.
It's because it's not your turn.
Oh, okay.
So you can still measure stuff, but you can't manipulate minis.
The next
you.
one will wave his dagger at Barther as he yells, "Get out of my way!"
Do I get to choose if I make you re-roll that and not waste my reaction, or do I waste my reaction anyway?
No,
I don't know.
reaction you decide in the moment.
Hey, don't re-roll that.
Wait a
dice.
second. So before, it wasn't a reaction to activate your feat. It's just a reaction to use the feat. Like it wasn't like a preparation thing.
I think it's a preparation thing. No.
Okay, because the way you stated it, I was
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It works similarly to the lucky feat in 3.5.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's just a choice in the moment. He misses you and runs around you and leaves your threat range. You do have a reaction still. Then, so earlier you could have attacked, but
oh wait, I can't attack now.
You can now. Yeah, you had a reaction the whole time. I just misunderstood how your feet work.
Could I do it now or no?
Yep. If you want to attack this guy running away from you.
Dang. Well,
1, 2, 3. Well, luckily, your axe just clanks against the wall over here. So, it's pretty close. It didn't fly towards any of your allies.
Is picking up a weapon in action? Or is that more of a movement thingy?
It's either it is a move action on its own, or you can do it as part of movement.
Oh, so okay, that doesn't...
It's going to take your move action no matter what, but...
I dropped the pickaxe!
Yeah, there's no great axe, unfortunately.
Getting bottlenecked over here.
Mm-hmm.
His turn is over, though. Barther is now your turn, and you need to make a will save. Wait.
Yes,
Rage.
The noise won't end until Shel's turn begins.
Well, I meant the rage, though. Is he?
But am I so angry that I'm not a fear, or if not, am I not in fear because I'm so angry?
I forgot about that. Hold on.
So rage is different.
Yeah.
In both games.
There's no mention of fear explicitly, but you get a +2 morale bonus on will saves.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Okay. So this is a +2. I ain't passing that. Okay, guys. So I don't even know what my will save is, but I can guarantee you it's not a +12. So I'm going to run away. Conveniently, can I pick up my axe as I run away?
I think it would make sense to snag it on your way to get through things.
Yeah, you're not panicked. If you were panicked, probably not. But
I pick up my axe and I go. I'm so scared. I'm also still
in your way, so they're impeding your way to run away. You have an action still to attack one of them.
Do I know which one specifically I hit?
Yes, it's this one.
I'm gonna attack that guy because I have a grudge against him because he tried to shiv me. That's more like it. That's a that's a 17. There you go, buddy. You're just not good at reacting.
Should be rage plus. It should be more than 17, but you.
Well, but -2 because he's afraid. So.
Oh yeah.
Right. Stop rolling that.
I'm trying to get rid of the dice.
Natural 20. Wrong dice. Wasting all these high rolls on your D20.
Yeah. 18. Natural 20. Man.
There you go.
Okay, so surely he doesn't live a 9. That's a 10. That's a 10. Wait, no, that's a 10. Surely he doesn't live exactly 18 health.
He does not live. As you slice through him, and he falls over to the ground.
As you're like yelling, right? Because remember, you're doing this in fear. You're like,
rage.
Like the difference between I'm like angry and fear, so the people that know me can't tell the difference. And I just kind of cut. I kind of hit him on the other way than Barther thinks that he's like immune to that specific kind of slash, so I reverse it. I do the opposite and I kind of just cut him again.
That ends your turn, I believe.
Yep.
We are approaching 10, or 10 Central, that is. Does anyone here object to closing out this combat? Or Barther, Spio?
What do you mean by closing out the combat?
Like getting through this scenario, essentially, this
I
encounter.
think it's worth getting through the scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, I could cut the other guy in half. I just gotta wait a whole hour and a half.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good as well, if everyone else is.
Okay. Cool. That would bring us.
Yeah, when it becomes Shel's turn,
Shel's
the noise
turn.
would stop.
The thudding, all of the sounds just stop instantly.
What does it take? What would it take to switch to my blade?
It would take your
TLDR,
move
you can
action.
do it. Yeah,
Right.
you would
Definitely.
drop your crossbow, so that would be on the ground, and then you would draw your weapon, your melee weapon, as a move action, and then you would still have your standard action.
Okay. Yeah, drop my crossbow, and then I kind of reach into my coat pocket and pull out a short sword, and I go to try to stab him. Or slice him, I guess. It's probably slashing.
Slice them. Should be. That should break even for you, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any
that
attack
hits.
bonus for it.
Yeah, no attack bonus,
Ooh.
no minus to your strength.
Stab them gingerly.
It's like a movie scene where like the guy's like accidentally shivs them, He's like just pulls it out. Just like looks down.
And I guess that's it.
You stabbed me?
All right.
I think so.
Well, I mean, you could
I
end
look
up
at my
like that
blade
guy.
and like inspect it a little bit. I haven't used it in quite a while, but you don't have to make fun of me.
Yeah, you could. I mean, by all means, you can end up like that guy. I point over at the guy I just like cleaning.
It's
I
a
mean, if
letter
you want,
opener, really.
So,
Miros.
quick question.
Mhm.
Can I do something really over the top, and can I back up like to the wall, like back to the wall, and take a running jump towards the cultist?
Certainly can try.
Yeah,
Let's
you'd probably
try.
technically be making a charge, and then
Yeah.
and then perform a jump for the move portion of it.
All right, let's try. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'll just kind of back up towards like here.
Jump and a balance over the corpse.
And I'm just going to, from this point on, just take a leap over
Yeah.
towards him.
It's a DC 20 to jump 20 feet conveniently.
DC 20. Oof.
Yeah, it's one per foot as long as you have a running start. It's twice that if you don't.
I
All right.
almost did that already once.
Oh god, that's a 14.
Well, so
I mean,
but you don't
you
like
still jump
you
10
don't
feet.
fail.
Yeah. That's just seeing how far you jumped. But
So
From the edge of that, you jumped 10 feet, so you're there-ish. Yeah.
okay.
you can
You still have movement. It was just all the further you jumped.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna be like, I try and jump, and I trip.
Wait, hold on. Who's this? Are you one of them? Are you one of? I think I sound like all sophisticated. It's like, are you one of them? Are we? And all you hear is incoherent, angry
Arnold noises.
Are you one of them?
You hear a glimpse phrase of
stopped.
no weapons allowed.
I, for now, ignore that. I beeline towards the cultists.
Just give me a balance through the corpse.
Okay, balance. That
what did you ask, Thorfinn?
Okay.
No, I was just saying. I guess it could be a residual effect, but the wailing has certainly stopped.
27.
No problem. No problem. You're just like you miss every little spot there is to step. Like you're just like perfect right through it.
Yeah, I'll say we'll talk later, and I'll use that momentum, and I'll take 2 swings with my sickle on the cultist. So
first one normal.
First one. Oh my god.
Misses. Second one -4.
11.
You hit.
Oh, finally.
The curse is lifted.
Come on. 6 damage.
Nice.
But he's still standing.
He goes down.
Oh.
Hook in his shoulder, across the chest. That will end. Oh, whoops.
Finally.
End combat.
I hit something. It only took me like 5 to 6 attacks.
And it was the one with disadvantage.
You looked BA while you were doing it, though.
Yeah,
that's true.
Super cool.
Sorry for Thorfinn not being of much use.
Yeah, the sound stopped. Yeah. I mean, you kind of had a glimpse of it the whole thing.
The sleep plus the fear afterwards just killed it.
Yeah.
Mr. Thorfinn, would you like your bow back? Also, I'm really tired now because I raged. I'm sleepy again.
Well, it's going to be tempting probably to get into roleplay after that, but it's probably a good point to pick up just right after the guy's body hits the ground.
I will say, even as that last cultist falls, Barther asks that innocent question. He looks at Barther and there's a look that Barther might recognize that's very fleeting before he comes back to his senses, and it's that wild his blue eyes before he was back to his senses. That's all.
Unfortunately, your mic cut out right in the middle of that.
Oh.
But you're good. Go again.
So it's just that in the moment before I was able to get a reply to that question about the short bow, Thorfinn looks at him before he comes to his senses, and there is that look that I would definitely recognize one of a wild expression. Still fearful, but a bit of rage there as well.
Wait a minute.
He comes back to his senses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody kind of the initial fear and angst from the battle eases. Now all eyes are upon Miros, if I say that correctly. And as everybody's staring at Miros, the camera pans out. That's where we'll end the session.
All eyes on Miros.
Can I get a word out before? Can I get a word out before we end?
Yeah, what's up? And as the camera's finishing and Barther is like going for scritches. GG's.
For catnip jokes.
Yeah. We appreciate everyone for hanging out. Thank you, players. Welcome, Bread. How do you say your Twitch name?
My Twitch name is Okaiwa.
Okaiwa. If you guys see him in chat, say hi. Discord name, Bread.
Hi. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you.
It's a bit out of my time zone, but it works, kind of.
A little early, I guess, now for you, huh?
It's only 4 a.m. here. We started at 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to give a big thanks to everybody for playing and for making the schedule work and everything. Etma for hosting, and of course for Brad for going out of his way to learn a new system, to build a new character, and to stay up until the absolute crack of dawn in order to be here with us. We really appreciate it.
I mean, in my defense, my sleep schedule's already fucked up because of my work, so
Yeah, and also thank you to Vince for being a good sport. I'm sorry about all the debuffs. That was bad luck.
Yeah.
That's Thorfinn's one Achilles heel is that the will saves, because he has good strength saves. He has a bit of a bonus to reflex saves. The fortitude's the natural, but he has a bit improved reflex saves. The will has nothing.
Well, again, thank you all for having me. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. Next time, I'll pick up a little bit more on the role-playing aspect of it, though, and I'll be excited to play as Miros.
Yeah, can't wait.
The story forward a bit, and we're still looking for the people, so it's still in that small arc phase.
Yep. Any last final things, Mercy? Sorry.
No, I pretty much blurted it all out there already, although always happy to repeat from the beginning. For anybody who doesn't know, Shel's player and our game master are both guests with us from the Mortal Woes and very graciously sharing their time and talents here. So if you like D&D content and you have not already checked them out, make sure to click on the thing in your chat.
Thanks.
Heck yeah.
Appreciate that.
Of course. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you all recover from that and move on next session.
Yeah,
for sure.
We'll get our schedules updated as soon as possible.